It's funny because I sit there and I look and I'm like, we family. This is beyond TV. So I'm not gonna allow myself to disrespect you, your children, your mother, your man.
Yandy went live to drop inspiration but ended up crying over betrayal, with Mendeecees pacing in the background like he was auditioning for a suspense thriller. This wasn't your average Instagram live with self-care tips and love talk. Yandy hopped on her usual evening stream, but things shifted quickly. Within seconds, her eyes welled up, the pain in her voice wasn't for the camera, it felt real. Fans knew something was off, and in the background, Mendeecees pacing like he knew what was about to happen. You could hear him off camera saying, "You weren't supposed to say that on live." And that's when it got worse. Yandy didn't stop there. She kept going for folks to realize this was personal and possibly the end of a friendship fans thought was unbreakable. This wasn't just vulnerability, it was exposure. Something had happened behind closed doors, and now the door was wide open for everyone to see. But guys, this wasn't just a messy moment, it was a bombshell with a side of betrayal, cooked on high heat and served live in front of thousands. Let's rewind and see how this mess even started.
Last year, I gave my cousin one of my eggs. Mendeecees was completely against it.
For years, Yandy Smith and Erica Mena gave viewers that real ride or die friendship energy. On Love and Hip Hop, they were tight, spot trips, support through drama, matching fly looks, even tagging each other as sisters on Instagram. They weren't just castmates. These two built a bond fans actually rooted for. But behind all that glam and girl power, the cracks were starting to show. Fans started noticing that Erica was a little too comfortable around Mendeecees. It wasn't just normal family friend behavior, it was the way she lingered when he talked, the little side glances, and those suspicious after-hours meetups when the cameras weren't rolling. Things got weird during Yandy's big 40th birthday bash. That should have been her moment, but instead it became the night everyone now points to as the red flag she ignored. Erica showed up in a dress that was a little too similar to Yandy's own, same style, same color. People laughed it off, but the tension was real. Then came the drinks. Erica was a little too lit, and folks say she disappeared from the party not once, but twice. And each time Mendeecees just so happened to vanish too. But the real drama started with the guest house rumor. According to someone who was at the party, a woman known only as Tanisha from the Bronx, Erica and Mendeecees were seen slipping into the guest house together around midnight. No cameras, no explanations. Just gone. Meanwhile, Yandy was left inside, sipping her wine, smiling for pictures, clueless that something might have just gone down a few feet away. Now, maybe it could have been nothing, but when you add up the energy, the timing, and the body language between those two, it looked messy. And it didn't stop there. A few weeks later, while cleaning up Mendeecees' gym bag, something she's probably done 100 times before, Yandy came across something she wasn't supposed to see: a second phone. She turned it on, and there it was: texts, voicemails, photos. But the one voice note that shook her to the core was of Erica's. It said, "She doesn't know how to love you right, baby, but you deserve better." That wasn't a friendly concern. That was emotional manipulation, and worse, Erica knew exactly what she was doing. Yandy didn't just stop there, she looked deeper. Turns out, Erica wasn't the only one texting that phone. There were several other names, but the messages had the same tone. Then came the receipts. A woman named Shay from Miami dropped her own bomb. She posted screenshots of her DMs with Mendeecees, plus flight info and hotel selfies from February. Not just hearsay, actual boarding passes and pics from the same weekend. Mendeecees told Yandy he was on a business retreat, and if that wasn't bad enough, a production assistant leaked full screenshots of a conversation between Erica and Mendeecees. One message read, "She's too busy playing with your wife on Instagram to notice you're unhappy." That one line had fans shaking. It wasn't just an affair, it was emotional warfare. Erica was using her sister role as cover while sliding into her man's world behind the scenes. And just when you thought it couldn't get more savage, cue the clapbacks, Instagram stories, and reality stars weighing in like it was the Love and Hip Hop Super Bowl.
And then sometimes when you see, my money might be a little different. Maybe I might have to do some strange things for some change. you get acting crazy. I never really had to be in that position.
Once the clip of Yandy's breakdown hit the internet, the reality TV world lit up like a wildfire. Everybody had something to say, and some didn't even try to hide the shade. Tahiri, never one to bite her tongue, went straight to the point in a comment under a blog post. "Y'all act like this is new? That man was foul." Tahiri's been in the reality TV trenches long enough to recognize when a pattern repeats. She didn't even name names, but everyone knew who she was talking about. That statement alone sent fans digging through old Mendeecees clips, looking for signs of past shady behavior. Then came Kimbella, who reposted a selfie on her story with a caption that read, "Loyalty only goes so far, and sometimes that ride or die energy gets you played." No direct mention of Yandy, but again, timing is everything. People took it as a subtle jab toward women who defend unfaithful men for too long. Kimbella has had her own messy relationship history on Love and Hip Hop, so her words hit a nerve. Even Rama, a newer face in the reality scene but with a growing following, chimed in on Twitter. "A woman can only hold a man down for so long before she realizes he was dead weight the whole time." That tweet got reposted across platforms, and people started quoting it under throwback photos of Yandy and Mendeecees looking happy. All of a sudden, fans weren't just reacting to the drama, they were rewriting the entire history of their relationship. Then came the TikTok detectives. They moved fast. One TikTok creator went viral for posting a full timeline breakdown. She matched hotel receipts, DMs, even Instagram story timestamps with the weekend of Yandy's birthday party. Another one went deeper, pulling up Love and Hip Hop reunion clips where Erica made little comments that didn't age well. Stuff like, "Yandy's always so busy being perfect," and "Some people just like the camera too much. Those lines are different now."
I just got tired. I just got tired of constantly feeling like, my helping is hurting me.
Clips that once seemed harmless suddenly looked like breadcrumbs. Erica's fake smiles, Mendeecees' blank stares, the awkward hugs. It all started to look intentional, like a slow build-up to something bigger. Fans in the comments weren't just watching, they were investigating. People posted side-by-side comparisons of outfits, locations, and party footage. One user even showed Erica and Mendeecees wearing the same sneakers in photos taken hours apart. Was it proof? Not really, but it added to the suspicion, and at this point the court of public opinion didn't need hard evidence, they just needed a vibe. A person commented saying, "Erica has been jealous of Yandy for years, this ain't new, we finally caught up." Another one added, "Mendeecees always gave that weird energy. Yandy really deserved a better man from the start." Now, as expected, Mendeecees vanished like clockwork. No interviews, no live, not even a "don't believe everything you see" post, just silence. Word on the street is that he's laying low at his cousin's place in Jersey. Close friends say he's taking time to think, but fans aren't buying it. The silence is loud, and for a man who's always been front and center when it's convenient, the disappearing act is suspicious. Meanwhile, Yandy went into full crisis mode. Her team pulled in PR help fast. Lawyers, reps, management, all working overtime to protect her image and keep her focused. She's been quiet, but her silence feels intentional, like she's waiting for the right moment to speak, not just react. What makes things worse is that Erica didn't deny anything. Instead, she doubled down on the cryptic behavior. On Instagram, she posted a black and white selfie with the caption, "Grown women do grown things." That caption sent social media into a frenzy. Fans started replying with, "Is this supposed to be a flex?" And honestly, it felt like Erica wasn't just staying silent, she was leaning into the villain role. She didn't deny, defend, or apologize. She just gave the internet vague captions and selfies, letting the chaos swirl around her. And maybe that was the plan. Maybe she knew exactly what she was doing, posting just enough to stir the pot but not enough to admit anything. Meanwhile, fans were left with the biggest question: was this really the first time, or just the first time Yandy found out? Because betrayal this deep doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It grows in silence, it hides behind fake smiles, group trips, and cis captions, and now that it's all out in the open, there's no going back.
She's on the phone plotting and planning to do what?
To come up with stories to
say that you're cheating on your husband or he was cheating on you to basically break your family up.
So let's run it back real quick. Erica and Yandy were giving bestie energy, posting birthday shoutouts and matching spa day fits, but behind the scenes, something was off. Erica getting a little too cozy with Mendeecees, disappearing acts at Yandy's 40th birthday, and rumors of a late-night guest house visit with no witnesses and no explanations. Then came the burner phone bombshell, flirty messages, secret audio clips, and Erica whispering lines that cut deeper than shade. Throw in Shay from Miami with boarding passes and that leaked text thread talking about playing wife on Instagram, and suddenly everything Yandy thought was real started falling apart. And let's not forget the commentary, from Tahiri's blunt truth to Kimbella's loyalty shade and Rama's tweet that had everyone nodding in agreement. This wasn't just a private issue anymore. The whole reality TV universe weighed in. TikTok detectives pulled receipts, fans connected the dots, and Erica still posting slick captions like she's unbothered. This wasn't just a scandal, it was a public unraveling. Full-on friendship betrayal and relationship breakdown all exposed under the bright lights of the internet. So now I gotta ask, is this the end of Yandy and Mendeecees? Did Erica really break the girl code beyond repair? Let me know what you think in the comments, because this tea is still hot and we've only sipped the surface. That's all for today. See y'all in the next video.